What's up, guys? We're back again with some County Gains news, and today we have John McQuirk, and this is called Gript will report the truth. So basically they're talking on the Tonight Show, Virgin Media, with, I don't know her name, but she's like a famous, Tonight Show host. And this is only a short video, but basically John McQuirk, who's like the leader of Gript Media, is like kind of another media news source in Ireland. Apart from RT, there's not that many in Ireland. I think there's like News Talk, Virgin Media, just a couple others, but he's a new one, Gript Media. And he basically talks about how he's highlighting the nationality of the guy that stabbed the 3 kids in Parnell Square over the last week. And we're gonna get into this one, guys. This one's kind of interesting. Drop a comment down below. Tell me, do you guys like County Gains news? I'm gonna keep reporting some of these news topics, especially the most controversial ones, because they get the most clicks. So, but yeah, it's interesting, this one, guys. I really couldn't care less about the guy, his nationality. What happened is kind of a failure in the whole system. Like, he was convicted of a knife crime 2 years ago. He should have been in jail for 10 years. Anyone caught with any knife or anything like that, any crazy pepper spray knife, if you're caught with illegal weapons, intend to harm people, I think he was caught actually in public with the knife. It's a little bit different if you have knives at your house or something. I mean, I guess there has to be a degree of whatever there. But if you're caught running around with a knife or anything like that, you stab someone, anything like that, you jail for life. Jail for life, because we shouldn't have any of this sort of contemplation of, oh, where is he from? It doesn't matter where he's from. The guy that murdered Ashling Murphy, guys, he was a convicted sex offender. He had sex with underage girls in Slovakia, and I don't know what happened, and they just let him into Ireland. I don't know if there's a lack of communication with the EU or whatever, but it doesn't matter really where they're from. If you're Irish too, you go to jail forever, guys. If you're wherever that guy was from. But the guy from Slovakia, that's the European Union country. He should be in jail forever, guys. They shouldn't have just let him come into Ireland. There needs to be background checks on people, guys. It doesn't matter where you come from. I'm not even against have everything. You can travel wherever you want, but work wherever you want, but dude, just check people, guys. If you're a sex offender, you ain't coming into this country, bro. What is with? I don't understand the big deal. Like,
your website, John McQuirk, has received a lot of criticism this
weekend for reporting the news,
for choosing to highlight the nationality of the suspect in this night attack at a moment in time when there were hostilities in the city centre. I'm wondering, in what way did you feel his nationality had a bearing on this incident?
It was entirely relevant because, as subsequent facts have shown, he was somebody who came here, was given citizenship after being issued with a deportation order, and has never, according to the Sunday Independent, worked a day in his life. It is relevant because of what happened.
Oh yeah, what they do in our country, for those who don't know, guys, in Ireland, they get issued this self-deportation issue. Guys, let me tell you something. If they said, okay, you need to show up to jail tomorrow, no one is going to do that. Like, you're not going to, intentionally put yourself out of your own way to like restrict your freedom or whatever, to go to jail or to deport yourself. That's never, bro, who invented that law? That's unbelievable, guys. You know what I mean? And, where he's from, is it relevant? I mean, I guess that, if he's trying to talk about, how we need to check people coming in, like, it doesn't really matter. I'm actually for open everything, guys. I really couldn't give a shit. But the problem is, nobody knows who's coming in or who's going out, guys. Like I said, guys, when I went to the US and Canada, dude, the amount of checks, they took my face thing, they checked my back, they did a full background check. They said, if you have any convictions anywhere in the world, you're not coming to this country, even for a holiday. Even for a holiday, you shouldn't be allowed to Ireland if you have a criminal conviction, guys. I don't care, man. If you want to come here, if you're a legal person from China, Bahrain, anywhere, guys, it doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter. But none of this violent shit, guys. This is crackpot activity, man.
Happened with Joseph Puska, what happened in Sligo with Yusuf Palani. It is further relevant, I would say. I mean, it's fast.
I will say about that Yusuf guy, I think the guy in Sligo, guys, he actually didn't have a past criminal conviction. So I wouldn't be really saying where he's from, because it doesn't really, I guess it doesn't really play too much into it. I think it was more of an attack in a different way, let's say. But let's just say it was an Irish guy. It's hard to, or let's say a guy from the UK, it's hard to get a random serial killer. Like the serial killers you see on TV and stuff. It's hard to stop a guy from killing people randomly that doesn't have a prior criminal conviction. So that's tough. I kind of agree. Okay, we can't really check those people because it's hard. But any criminal conviction background, guys, bro, you don't even come here for a holiday. Your uncle lives here. Your cousins live here. You want to check out, the scenery? No, dude. What kind of bullshit? Absolutely nothing. Bro, if you have any criminal conviction, you're not allowed to go to Canada, Australia, America. Why is Ireland all of a sudden bringing in guys with sexual convictions, guys? That's messed up, guys. Like, truly, man.
fascinating that I'm being asked this question because no one is saying the story was untrue. Essentially, the story...
No, I didn't say it was untrue. I asked you what its relevance was.
Essentially, the position now seems to have gone from, we're worried about misinformation and disinformation, to all of a sudden you can no longer report true information or you're whipping up fear. And so I would question, you're a fellow journalist, we're discussing journalism, I would question you, what power do you have, Ciara, or any journalist have to decide what fact the public should or should not know?
I'm not saying that they have. I'm saying what journalists do have, John McGuirk, what they do have, John McGuirk, is responsibility.
For what?
That's what journalists have.
Not to overheat an already
not to overheat or inflame an already hostile situation. That's the responsibility.
I mean, you could have a debate on that. Did a news platform overheat a current situation that was already heated? That's kind of, you could kind of debate that. Did the guy, I don't know what the news article was, guys. If he was actively going out saying, guys, gather around Dublin, go riot. Yeah, absolutely, guys, that's not good. But I don't think he probably did that. I can pretty much assume that we can all assume he didn't do that. He probably just said the nationality of the guy and said, check in, whatever. They're not doing this, they're not doing that. I don't know how inflammatory it was. That's subjective. People watching this might find it not inflammatory whatsoever. People watching this might find it extremely inflammatory. So I'm not going to comment on that because, it doesn't really... I can't really, objectively give you guys an answer to that, right?
What your essential position is that you, as a journalist sitting in that chair, should decide what information the people watching this programme have. And if you decide that they can't handle it, you don't give it to them. In this case, the information...
So, Jesse Ventura talked about this. Jesse Ventura said 10, 15 years ago, the media the news, they don't report the news anymore. They create the news, guys. And this is actually quite dangerous, man. Even Gript media, I don't know how subjective they are. You know what I mean? Are they objective with fact? Are they more which way leaning? We can probably assume that they're more conservative leaning. You know what I mean? At least that's what everybody says, on Twitter. But it seems like almost like if you would all question any kind of narrative now, you're this right-wing person, you're out in left field, you're a big conspiracy theorist. I say that all the time, guys. It's kind of unfair, bro. You need to kind of give people a little bit of the truth, man. If that person is from wherever, is it relevant? Probably. You know what I mean? But, it's just a crazy thing that they wouldn't tell the news in full, any news station. I think that no news station said where he was from. I don't know. I heard something like that. It was wild. Actually, I was chatting to my friend in Galway on a night out, and it's crazy. Like if that guy was black or something, bro, it would have been it would have been a shit show because the guy was Algerian. He was a white guy. Whatever. I'm pretty sure. Africa is the most diverse continent in the world. There's North Africa is all white, Arabic, whatever. South is whatever, and East, West. But if that was a black dude, oh man, bro, Bro, that would have been bad, bro.
It's relevant. It is utterly nonsensical to suggest that the discontent in the inner city at the moment is because of a lack of community police officers. If that is what our political class think, then they should all go. It is nothing to do with that. What it is more about, the discontent that we saw on Thursday, is about communities that have not been listened to by any of these three people.
Okay, so to be honest with you, John McGuirk, I don't know if everybody would call what we saw on Thursday discontent. Mm-hmm. It was widespread violence and looting.
What else would you call it?
Widespread violence and looting.
You're putting words in our mouth here, right? Okay.
I didn't put any words in your mouth.
You actually have.
Nobody else on this panel has been interrupted yet, but apparently I can be interrupted. Let me finish the point. It was despicable what happened on Thursday night. It was lawless and it was ridiculous. But there are an awful lot of young people out there and a lot of people in the inner city who say, oh, they're calling it far right, they're calling it disgraceful. But that's also what they called us when we protested peacefully in East Wall. That is also what they called us when we protested peacefully in Sallins and Rosslare and Killarney. And it makes no difference because no matter what we say, they don't listen to us.
Interesting, guys. Let me know what you all think in the comments down below. Bro, News Talk. Have me on your show. Gript Media, please have me on your show. Gript Media has 25,000 subscribers. Cool. I'm obviously subscribed. Go subscribe to them, guys. They don't demonetize videos like other stupid, other Irish platforms. They're G's, guys. They're real G's. I'll say that, man. I'll say that's what's up. But yeah, it is an interesting point, guys. He's saying here we don't censor the news just because politicians believe the public might think they're wrong if they heard the facts. It's like that meme, like you can't handle the truth, like that movie with the famous guy in it. You can't handle the truth, that war movie. Yeah, it is an interesting one. Like, is it more inflammable? I mean, you could debate that, guys. I mean, it's a tough one. because the pictures came out straight away of the guy. So, you know, just because a lot of people would just discuss on skin color. It wouldn't even be like a type of thing where, you know, his nationality just right off the bat. It would have been like, where's this guy, whatever. So very interesting point, guys. Let me know what you all think. I love you guys all. Don't go rioting and looting in Galway, especially if you watch my channel. I mean in Dublin, especially if you watch my channel. Actually, matter of fact, don't do it in Galway either, guys. You know what I mean? Very few shops in Galway. So please don't riot in Galway. We'll have nothing left, guys. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.